Jeremy, you're 100. How have you managed to make it?
Well, my family motto in Latin is Nec temere nec timidi, which means neither rash nor fearful. In other words, moderation.
But his achievements are anything but moderate. He was considered one of the greatest trial lawyers of his time. As a child in the 20s, his early influences were his mother's literary friends. Now, your parents intersected with extraordinary figures of the time. T.S. Eliot, great friend of your mother's. Was he a rewarding man for a child?
My sister and I christened him the Eagle because he had this great nose.
Aldous Huxley?
Well, he was very gentle, enormously clever and fascinated by everything.
In the 1940s, the World War II sailor married one of the greatest actresses of the age, Peggy Ashcroft.
She came down in a play to Brighton, so I went and knocked on the stage door in my wonderful sailor suit still.
Very handsome.
As I always say, it's the only time in my life I was really attractive. This marvellous uniform, bell-bottom trousers, and so on.
Then the thing which I find most interesting is that come the 1945 election, there is Jeremy Hutchinson, just beginning on his road out of the Navy into law, and campaigning for Labour.
It was so awful, the 30s, under Baldwin, and unemployment and the hunger marches. It was the most natural thing, as I was concerned, really, to be on that side, really.
You were standing for the unwinnable seat of the cities of London and Westminster.
Yes. I mean, I wanted to get on with my life and my family, and to have got into Parliament would have been a total disaster for me. So I found any seat which were not winnable.
Then we come to your life as a lawyer, and a case that was described as the most socially impactful trial of the 20th century, Lady Chatterley's Lover, the obscenity trial which surrounded D.H. Lawrence's book and whether it could be published.
Excuse me, madam, why do you want a copy of Lady Chatterley's Lover?
I'm buying it for somebody else.
You're buying it for somebody else?
To suddenly be defending, as it were, D.H. Lawrence on a matter of literature was absolutely wonderful. And so I enjoyed that case more than anything I've ever done, probably, in the end.
Might it have been lost?
Very easily.
That case was perhaps his most famous, but there were plenty making the headlines. He defended Charlie Wilson, one of the great train robbers. What did you make of him?
Oh, I liked him very much. My colleagues always teased me as always liking my clowns, but he was a very likeable person.
And he represented one of the women in the heart of the Profumo affair. You defended Christine Keeler.
I did.
What did you make of her?
I only wept tears for her because Christine was rather a sad figure, really. I don't think she quite understood what was going on most of the time.
Was the establishment on trial during the Profumo scandal?
Certainly, I think there's absolutely.
Given your long life and your long intersection with the establishment and your long intersection with the class system, will it ever change, or is it in the DNA of being British?
Well, look, we have 7% of the population go to private schools. And so long as private schools go on, I think the class system is bound to go on.
What are your thoughts now, then, on being 100?
Quite crazy. I mean, it never entered my head that I'd reach 100.
But how have you done it?
Everybody's going to live to 100 very shortly. Look at the expectation of life, how it's changed in my lifetime.
But you've done it when everybody is not living to 100. Do you take vitamins? What is it? What do you do? Do you take exercise?
I only exercise I've always taken is walking.
Mm-hmm. Still now?
Moderation, you see.
Jeremy Hutchinson, thank you very much and happy birthday.
It's been a great pleasure, thank you.